working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are live. I'm in Bothell. Benny and Jen are in Bellevue, running the board and answering the phones. And I'm just kind of relaxing with like my third cup of tea. I didn't get in the car and drive to the studio. So it's
well
really
done, by the way. There was a lot of B's in that first opening statement. I didn't doubt you for a second. You crushed it. Well done.
Oh, okay.
You're like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about exactly. But and congratulations to you. You sold your house. You know, you've been working on it. You changed the floors. You put in tile. You did all this stuff, and it's sold in what, 24 hours?
Well, hang on. I don't want to jump the gun here. So I listed last Friday, and then within that Sunday, I guess a little bit over 24 hours, I got my first full offer.
Yay!
Pending the inspection, so I should be okay. And then shortly after that, then I got another offer for just slightly lower, but we'll go with the first one. Hopefully it all works out. But
and you got a backup. It's great. I'm so happy for you.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, hard work pays off, and got a positive energy, sending it all the way every time. And what we were saying before the start of the show, lift that vibration up. There we go.
Yeah, we were talking about that because you said you have some friends who are not having good luck at selling their homes. And it's, granted, they could be maybe asking for more than what it's worth.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people do that. They don't listen to their agents and they go, no. It's so sentimental to them, right? But it really has a lot to do with energy. If you raise your vibration and you keep your particles elevated to the best of your ability, and when you notice they're low and you raise them back up, you attract positive outcomes. Everyone will.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Benny. We're very happy for you and your partner, moving forward in your lives together. Only have one mortgage now. That's great.
I know, right? I'm like, please. Just it's about time, it's about time. All right. So do you want to have any other opening comments?
Before we start answering phone calls, my next class on the Shift Network is now available. My next beautiful class on the Shift Network, it's called Expand Your Frequency and Amplify Your Multisensory Powers. And I love teaching on the Shift because they offer it at such an incredible price. Of course, the amount of people who could take the class is, could be large, but that's how they're able to, it's like a little under $300 for 7 weeks, which comes to like $42 a week, something like that. To spend 90 minutes, have breakout sessions with other people, practice techniques. And as Benny and I were talking before, when you keep your energy elevated, you heal your body, you have more resources, you get to figure out what fulfills you. Your life is full of passion and purpose. And of course, we're going to talk about chakras and auras and all kinds of magical things as well in our, weekly 90-minute sessions. So, head over to energyintuitive.com, go to the events page on the website and register for this really great class. It starts next Tuesday, October 18th. So you definitely want to register now.
Yeah, get it now. Super affordable. Basically, when you look at it, like just don't have coffee for a couple of days. That covers it. Just covers it right there. I don't know why people did not, stall out or do it. That's it right there. There's your
there you go. Yeah, you get rid of your pumpkin spice latte.
Hey.
You're running your energy so high, you can have your pumpkin spice latte and take the class.
Yeah, we're not discouraging not to go have your coffee. We're just saying, just scale it back a little bit, and then you'll have some other stuff coming at you. All right. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Today, it's an open call-in show day for mini readings with Marie, and we'll start things out with I got to scroll up here. Barbara calling in from Dallas. Hi, Barbara.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Barbara. What can I do for you?
I would just like a general reading on where I am in life, if it agrees with what I'm thinking.
Okay, so I'm drawing out your energy. It looks lovely. You've got a couple pass-throughs, meaning your second and your third chakra. It's taking an energy, but then it's not staying and resting in those vortexes, and it's just moving quickly out. But the rest of your chakras first, fourth, sixth, and seventh are taking in beautiful energies. So I would say that you are in alignment with what you're thinking. I could help you faster if you just kind of tell me, because radio is very quick.
What do I need to tell you?
Yeah, well, like, what are you thinking? That would make it easier.
Well, I feel as if I'm, growing in my spirituality, and my health has been good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I have any blocks.
Yeah, I don't see any blocks in your energy system. So just your second and your third chakra have a pass through, meaning the energy is moving in and out of the vortex pretty quickly. So emotionally, the second chakra is about joy. So keep up the joy adventure. And the third chakra is about self-love. So falling in love with yourself, which is, we need to teach like a 9-hour full day class, I think, on self-love.
I agree.
Right? Like it's such an elusive thing for so many people. And what I've noticed, individuals who are, starting to understand the concept, they tell me, it's so hard. And I don't disagree with them. It was very, very hard for me when I first started. I actually was, this was about 30 years ago, and I was having some dysplasia on my cervix, which means it was like I had some precancerous cells, which my naturopath through herbs and talking to me, it went away. I didn't have to have, any medical procedures for it. So, but she talked to me about loving myself, and she talked to me about things in my life. That's why I like holistic practitioners, because they know there's emotional components. And I'm not sure why I'm telling you all of this, but actually your body's really liking it. Like your aura is like glowing. You're, loving this. And it was hard for me. It was hard for me to really feel that emotional connection to myself, right, that I have for my children. It was a little challenging, but you just keep practicing and practicing and practicing, and soon it becomes super easy.
Okay. All right. And just real quick, do you see anything with my granddaughter? She plays tennis in college, and she's got these terrible rashes on her hands.
Interesting. On her hands, where she's holding the racket. Is her coach kind of hardcore?
Yes, she has some issues with him.
So that's the problem, is that she is being abused emotionally and verbally, and she's having a reaction on her hands. Like holding the racket is bringing her stress. And so she's having some eczema, some issues with her hands. If you could teach her to do some self-love, but maybe also consider a different coach, a different program. Something, if she loves tennis, she will actually improve enormously if she has someone who's nice and kind versus mean. She doesn't do well with mean. It's not her bag of tea.
Absolutely. I agree. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a beautiful day. So you're on track. You're doing great.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, Barbara, for joining the show. Who doesn't do well with mean anyway?
I know, but some people think they have a belief system that because they're highly self-critical themselves. And so they have this belief system that if someone is kind of hard on them, they'll perform better, which is really the old school of coaching and teaching. We just know that doesn't work anymore. But I agree with you, Benny. It shouldn't be anywhere in our school system or our professional athletes.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go with now Henry, who's calling in from Pennsylvania. Hi, Henry.
Good afternoon. So good to talk with you, Marie. Finally, we get a chance to meet.
Oh, yes. Marie, good morning, Henry.
I'm sorry?
I said, good morning, Henry. What can I do for you?
Good morning. Marie, I'm calling in from Pennsylvania, and I have a question as far as overall health, and specifically the heart area.
Yeah. I'm really happy you called in. You have a massive leak of energy in the back of your heart chakra, even the front, which tells me several things. You're a nice person. You have great integrity. You care too much for others, and you're leaking out your life force trying to help them. And it's actually not going to work for you. You have to stop leaking your subatomic particles, because the heart chakra governs the cardiac muscle, all of your veins and arteries. It governs the lungs, all the tissue, so for women, but men too, all of our breast tissue, and then the back of the thoracic cavity. So it governs that entire thing, including the thymus gland. Does that make sense when I said that you're too nice and you overgive?
Oh, absolutely. Most definitely.
So what's going to happen, which this is I'm just kind of playing with your mind when I say this, because this really won't happen because you need to come into balance. You need to feel like you're being mean. When you feel like you're being mean to people, but you won't be, I promise, that's going to help your heart chakra to stop leaking your life force. So you have to start saying no. You need to take care of yourself and you need to move into balance. You can't just give. We have to learn to receive as well. It's, when all my kids started having children, like I have almost 5 grandchildren now, and 2 more are thinking of having another. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have 7 grandkids potentially pretty soon. And I knew I could feel my daughters. They were like, probably secretly hoping that I would retire or work significantly less so I could help with taking care of their kids. And so right away, I let myself feel mean. And I told all of them, by the way, Mimi is not going to be doing any long-term childcare. I'm there for evenings, occasionally weekends, come to Mimi's house for dinner, but I'm not going to be a caretaker to the grandkids. And my kids took it very, very well. So this is what's going to happen for you. You're going to be shocked and surprised that people still love you and appreciate you, probably love and appreciate you more if you start saying no. Are you there?
Yes, I am here.
I think he's processing that one.
Yeah. So no's your new favorite word. When you're in the shower, I just want you to say over and over again, no, 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 because your body is so comfortable with yes. People don't even have to finish a sentence. They're just, and you're like, sure. So now it's no.
As far as nutritional, anything that could go ahead and support the health of the heart, do you recommend anything?
Well, first and foremost, a lot of things aren't going to work until we get you to start taking your energy back into your body. And then certainly there's all kinds of things that you could do. But if you don't have the energy coming in, it's not going to matter what you do because everything is made out of subatomic particles, including the heart and all the vessels and all of those things. Have you ever heard of red light therapy before?
Yes, I have.
I actually have a client who had some cardiac issues. And after he did red light per my suggestion, his doctors have told him over and over again that, what are you doing? This is great. And he had other health issues as well. So I would highly recommend that you find a red light and non-infrared light device that you like that's FDA approved and start sitting in front of it.
Wonderful.
Okay. All right. You've got your homework. Call us back in like 3 months and let us know how it's going.
I greatly appreciate your time. Thanks, Marie.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Henry, for joining the show today. 877-825-8828. We'll probably take one more before our first break there, Marie, and it'll be Linda from Beaverton, Oregon. Hi, Linda.
Hi there. Hi, Marie.
Hi, Linda. Do I know you?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, great. It's nice to talk with you. How are you?
I'm doing fairly well. The reason I wanted to talk to you today is I'm one of the people that got poisoned with polyurethane foam degeneration, my BiPAP. I have severe sleep apnea, so I have to use BiPAP machines. And I wanted to run by with you all the things that I've been doing to try to detoxify my body. And
well, can I say something first?
Sure.
I'm glad you're on a BiPAP machine. I know a lot of people that use them, and you're actually like feeding your body pure or oxygen. It's so good for your body. It's so good for your body. But you are very similar to our last caller, and that's why it's hard to detox, because you don't take energy into your heart chakra, which governs your lungs. Right? Governs your lungs, governs your whole respiratory system, the heart muscle, everything. You are a giver, and you worry about everybody, and you over nurture people. Would you agree?
Less so now than I used to. I used to be really bad at that. And now I think I'm a lot more balanced, but it's, years of, of what I used to do. I think that I'm I just getting my energy up has been very, very difficult.
Well, when you're leaking energy, you have no energy to get it up. So like, what are you doing right now in your world? What's your life like?
Not much. I go swimming twice a week or get into a pool. And I go walking twice a week, but I can only walk 0.7 miles now, and I have to stop and rest because I can't breathe.
Are you working?
No, I'm retired. I'm 70.
Good. That makes me very, very happy. So I want you to imagine every single day for like 5 minutes, first thing in the morning, that your entire body is a sponge. Play your favorite music, do something that makes you happy. And I want you to just feel and imagine energy moving into your body. Like it could look like bright light. It could look like water. I don't care what it is, but I want you to really become an active participant in your ability to absorb energy.
Okay.
And that will make things change.
Okay. The other thing that you were talking about earlier is the ability to have self-love. I think I would sign up for a class.
I think we need to have like a marathon, day or weekend where all we talk about is self-love, right?
Exactly. I mean, our entire culture is so opposed to that. And I've been, there have been times where I could feel I was gaining a little bit on that, but it's like, especially when you're physically disabled like me, it's very hard to accept where you're at and love yourself the way you are.
Right. And so here's what I would love for you to do. You don't have to accept anything because you want your body to change, but you could look in the mirror and find something about yourself that you really like. Like maybe you love your eyelashes or your smile or your hair. And then I just want you to go out loud, honey, I love you so much. Those are the cutest eyelashes I've ever seen. I want you to start talking to yourself very sweetly and very kind in the mirror out loud every day.
I'll do that. Okay. I've also taken up the red light therapy.
Yeah, that could be extremely helpful for you. Yes.
I heard you say on one of the programs I was listening to that the mitochondria can basically go dormant and you can't detox with dormant mitochondria.
You're very smart, Linda. You're very smart. And yes, so red light therapy feeds the mitochondria if they get too tired or too full of toxins. And it's beautiful. Yeah. So red light and non-infrared light.
So I'm doing that daily. And I have found that the allopathic world basically is totally ignorant on how to get polyurethane out of the body. And I've been working with a naturopath who's doing infusions, IV infusions of glutathione.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And modern medicine is really beautiful and wonderful for what it does, but it doesn't understand how to heal the immune system. And that's okay. Someday they'll figure it out, or they'll, employ naturopathic, doctors throughout all of their places. But I have to go now because we have to go to our break. So thank you so much. Keep up the good work and start taking those particles into your body of love, and things will rapidly change.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Linda, for joining us from Beaverton, Oregon. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're at our first break of the hour. We'll be right back with more with Marie. So, perception is everything. Join Marie for a brand new 12-week course and learn how the power of prolific healing can occur when you witness all things through the lens of spiritual perception. The class will kick off January 18th, so visit the online courses tab at energyintuitive.com for more information and to secure your spot. Because it's all about healing through altered perceptions.
Have something important to say? Want to help improve our world? Need to promote your business uniquely and effectively? KK&W is the answer. Our staff helps broadcasters and podcasters create professional sounding audio. Bring your talent and let our experts help you craft a radio show or podcast that best delivers your message. Learn more at 1150kknw.com. That's 1150kknw.com. KKNW, talk variety that's live and local.
Being hospitalized can be frightening, especially for a child. Here at Encourage Kids, we provide the resources and the funding to bring much needed reassurance, smiles, and yes, hope to hospitalized kids and their families. I'm Michelle Hall Duncan, President and CEO of Encourage Kids, and I encourage you to learn about our positive and life-altering programs, how we ease the anxiety around hospitalization for every one of our pediatric patients. Join our efforts. Visit encourage-kids.org.
Hello, I'm super excited to be teaching my very first 8-week course all about your spirit guides, titled Come Meet Your Spirit Guides. It will be a fabulous, fun-filled 8-week course of delight through which we will encounter your devoted guides. Unlike my small coaching classes, this is brand new. We will have a much larger class open to many students and available for a much lower fee. Students will have access to a magical learning page that will include a welcome video, access to the course workbook, weekly course recordings and greetings, as well as some more magic or bonus type content. This class will kick off on February 6th. Visit the online courses tab of energyintuitive.com for more information and to secure your spot. I can't wait for you to meet your spirit guides.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
And welcome back to the Manuchehri Show. We're live here, just outside of Seattle, about 20 minutes if there's no traffic. East of the big city.
Funny.
But we laugh because there's always traffic these days. And it's so funny because now that, people are out and about more and returning to work, like one of my son-in-laws is back to work and all of those things, back to the office. He was always working, but he's back to Boeing. The traffic has increased. It used to take me 2 minutes to get somewhere, and now it's 10, 15, 20, 30. It just keeps climbing. I'm sure everybody is noticing that in their areas as well.
Not me. I'm still here. Never left.
Well, you come so early and right.
Yeah, it doesn't really
you come
affect
so
me.
early in the morning. You don't. Yeah, the traffic. But have you noticed the traffic when you go home? Is it more?
A little bit more, but again, I'm still against the flow.
That's
on timing wise, so it's all good. It's
I
just
love that. I love that.
Yep. Remember,
So,
positive vibes. Got to keep positive vibes.
Right. And I'm so glad you said that, Benny, because, when I talk to people and I tell them they need to work on their self-love, they go, well, I'm better than I was. And I'm like, I'm in my mind, I'm going, I'm sure you are. But truly, it's something you have to keep working on.
Yeah.
It's like you don't stop loving your pets or your children or your backyard or whatever it is that you love or the hikes that you go on. In fact, we just love them more. We appreciate them more. And so that's what needs to happen when it comes to our relationship with ourselves. That energy has to keep growing, keep expanding. It really is the answer to everything, which used to really annoy me when I discovered that. I'm like, that's so annoying. But then after you get comfortable with thinking that you're amazing and wonderful and precious and deserving and worthy, and your life improves, every aspect of your life improves, then you become very grateful with the concept and it gets easier and easier. So you just have to keep working at it. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. You can't just brush it once a week.
Ew.
And right. Yeah. You have to brush it twice a day minimum.
Just got the visual on that one. I'm like, no, thanks. Not for me.
It doesn't seem to matter why. You could eat total clean food, whatever.
matter.
You still have to brush your teeth at least twice a day. Well, you have to love yourself every single day. Every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can love yourself, but not enough to not brush your teeth. You got to brush your teeth. That is very important.
Gotta brush your teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you love yourself, you brush your teeth more.
Right.
You love the dental floss more. You love the water pick more. Like everything just gets better and better. It's amazing. It's a really wonderful experience.
All right, enough of the dentistry. I'm just kidding. It's all good. 877-825-8828. Let's take now Chris calling in from Bainbridge Island. I'll get that out. Hello, Chris.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
Well, Marie, I just want to tell you how grateful I am for you and your work. I'm looking forward to your shift class, and I just feel my energy raised every time I hear your voice. So I just want to start with that.
Well, thank you so much. It's my absolute joy and pleasure. And thank you for signing up for the next shift course. I'm super delighted to have more fun. Yes.
Thank you. Well, I would love a couple quick things. One was I just would love to know how many spirit guides you see for me, because I do feel them, and I don't have names for all of them, but I just would love your impression of that. And then also just a health scan would be absolutely wonderful.
I have scanned your body and your chakra system. I don't have concerns for your health. And of course, if you do, you can certainly share those, and I'm happy to give you advice. Do you take any supplements for your hormones?
Boy, I do take quite a few supplements, and I'm not sure at this point. They're for various things, immune function and whatnot, and a lot of, Ayurvedic herbs and whatnot. So
yeah. So things like ashwagandha.
Yeah, I do.
Maca is really good for balancing the hormones. So,
nice.
Because I don't think you're taking any maca root. Is that true?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because your reproductive area is cold to me. We need some heat in that part of your body. So you could research it. It sounds like you know a lot about supplements. So you could research it or ask one of your practitioners about how you could either just add maca root or take a supplement that has maca root in it, and start warming up that part of your body.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, that will help a lot. You have 8 spirit guides. And one of their messages is that, and this is because of the number 8 as well, but you're really, really lucky. And they want you to take that energy further. Like even if you could tell yourself every day, I'm really, really lucky. I'm really, really lucky. Because you're going to attract more fortune into your life, more ease, more flow, more joy, just a lot of positive experiences. Would you agree that you're a lucky person?
Oh, I just feel so surrounded by all that love and light. I really do. So yes, I feel lucky for that.
You're very fortunate. So they actually tell me that if you can start embracing, your fortune, a lot of cool things are going to open up for you very quickly. Like, how some people are just on the verge of having a new perception about life, and they totally change their thinking. They're just on the edge of it, and they're changing their thinking. And then after a while, it doesn't take very long, their life starts to shift. Things that they thought would never happen for them. Wonderful encounters and fated meetings and all kinds of wonderful things happen for them. That's where you are. So they want you to really own that fortune and speak out loud. I think people have a hard time doing this because we've been, inundated with, we need to be humble and we don't want to be egotistical. But the definition of ego is incorrect in all of our dictionaries. It really is just about fear. Whenever we're in fear, we're in ego. So kind of step up this internal dialogue and speak out loud to the universe your gratitude and your delight, and really own your fortune, and things are going to rapidly change for you.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Well, I did want to ask one other quick thing. I did fracture a hip a few months ago, and it's been kind of a slow recovery getting back to feeling better. And I know they talk about hip replacements if the hip surgery doesn't really have the outcome you want within the first year. Do you see the hip continuing to heal without the need for the replacement?
Well, interesting enough that area where it feels cold also governs your hips.
That's in that area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right there. The second chakra governs the hips, right there. So the emotional component for the second chakra is joy. So feeling more joyful, feeling your fortune. We need to get some warmth in that area. And I know we've already spoken about red light already, but you could try some red light. It's really great for the bones. There's an excellent book about red light, maybe Jen can tell Benny, and Benny can tell the audience what it is. But there's a wonderful book that describes how it works, which products are the best on the market. And it talks about bone health all the time throughout the entire book. It talks about how it helps with bones. Okay.
Oh, nice. And this is non-infrared red light.
It's
is that
both.
right?
It's red light
Oh,
and
it's
non-infrared light. Yeah, but you want a
Okay,
combination.
either one.
That's the magic recipe, is a combination.
Okay.
And so when it's on, there'll be some lights that look like they're not working, but that's just because it's invisible, because it's non-infrared, right?
Okay. Great.
And then there's also a
thank you
supplement
again for all your wonderful energy and all your wonderful presence in the world. I so appreciate you.
Of course, it's my absolute pleasure. And if you could write into the website, we'll send you a link to some supplements that are great for bone health. So I'm basically saying I don't think you need a hip replacement at this time, and perhaps never. Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Thanks again, Marie.
And the book is The Ultimate Guide to Red Light Therapy, How to Use Red and Near Infrared Light Therapy for Anti-Aging, Fat Loss, Muscle Gain, Performance Enhancement, and Brain Optimization. There, long title. I had to get it in there because if you go back to this show and listen to it, then you have the whole title, right?
Yeah. And who's it by? Who wrote it? I can't remember.
We're working on that too. Jen's
okay.
typing it too. But I bet if you type that in, you'll find it.
Yes, you'll find it. Just type that in. It's a really good book. It's a great book.
Perfect. All right. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take now Deb calling in from Chico, California. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Marie. I just love you. Everything about you and all that you share with the world. It's just phenomenal.
Thank you so much, and I love you too. Thank you so much. It's very kind
of
you.
Thank you. I wondered if you could help me with the reading, but also kind of focused on my lower back, the iliac crest. I'm planning a trip to the Camino to walk the Camino next year.
Oh, wow. That's a big walk.
With 4 or 5 other ladies that are in my retirement age group.
Yeah.
On my back, I'm just concerned about the distance that I can travel and how I can support it better.
Mm-hmm. So the iliac crest area, that whole lower back, is about doing too much for others when it starts to be problematic. Do you fall in that category?
Sometimes.
And and sometimes even if we're not doing it, we're thinking about it. We think we should be doing more. We're not giving ourselves the kudos that we deserve unless we're somehow helping people. So when are you leaving for the Camino?
Next fall, a year from now.
Oh, great. That's great. You have a year. This is fantastic.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Wonderful. This is wonderful. So if you could stop that and start focusing on joy, what makes you happy? Like even this morning, because I have a choice. I can drive into the studio or I can do it from home. And I really didn't know what I was going to do. I'm like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And I give myself all the time. And then I finally realized, I just want to stay home because I have other work I need to do as well. And I'm like, okay. So I want you to give yourself more time to determine what brings you joy.
Okay.
And then choose it.
I mean, I love my garden, but that seems to agitate my back when I'm pulling weeds too.
Well, can you have someone help you? Because you can love your garden. I love my gardens too, but I now have someone who helps me.
And eventually that might be an option.
Even a teenager. A teenager who wants to make some extra cash.
Yeah, like a neighbor kid or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then you can
in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I think again, even though you have resistance, and I understand, and it took me a back injury for me to stop doing all the things I was doing actually. And I think that's part of your body going, you got to stop these things. There's other things you can do in the world. You need time to be happy and really, really fulfilled, not the workhorse that you actually are and can be. It's not in your best interest.
Okay.
And don't let that lower your energy. Okay. It's not about your physical body. It's just that there's other things for you to do in the world that'll be more fulfilling.
Okay. I'm starting a ceramics class next week.
You're starting
Okay,
a what?
great.
Starting a what
Great. She wants
class?
ceramics class.
Oh,
A
ceramic class.
ceramics class.
Cool.
Next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anything
All right.
else that I can? I mean, is
I
that
think
basically what you're picking
yeah,
up?
that's what I'm seeing. And I think taking some, natural anti-inflammatories like quercetin or boswellia, so we can just get the inflammation in that part of your back down.
Botswana. Huh.
Yeah, boswellia, it's a good
Okay.
anti-inflammatory. It's good for joints. Okay.
Okay. I do ashwagandha,
Yeah,
and
that's good.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gluten free. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Get
That's
happy, take
helpful.
in
And
energy, stop pulling weeds.
oh, those squirrels. Okay. And yes, please do the self-love course.
Yes, yes, I
I need
will.
that constant reminder about that. Yes.
Okay, okay. Yes, I will
All right.
definitely do that.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. I
You're
really,
welcome.
really appreciate it.
Of course. Have a
Right.
beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Deb, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. Let's take now Marie calling in from the Atlanta metro area. Hi, Marie.
Hi. I'm
Hi,
so
Maria.
excited.
I love your name.
That's my middle name. Thank you.
Oh, sure. What can I do for you?
Oh, I'm a first-time caller, and I'm just so excited. I have a million things, but I know this time is limited.
Yeah, it's radio. It's radio, right?
Yes. So obviously, I would like to know just as far as my energy, my chakras, like guides. But the second thing is like my youngest child has just been going through a lot, just very depressed, and she hates her new school, and it's just draining me also. But I just, if you could, I don't know if you could read her energy.
Sure. I really like her, by the way. I really, really like her. I think she's adorable. How old is she?
She's 13.
Yeah. Okay. She feels a little younger to me. Do you think that she's a little immature for her age?
In some ways, she's also an old soul, but she's like the youngest of 5, and so in a way she's like an only child. And I think I've not over nurtured, I don't like to say that, but kind of been like that hovering parent to not have to have unpleasant experiences, which has caused more unpleasant experiences. But yeah.
She does need to be told that she has to let go of all of the things she's complaining about, because we don't want that to follow her around in her life. I think because she was over nurtured, which is not a bad thing. I over nurtured my kids, I think. It's not a horrible thing, but because she, got all the nurturing from everybody, because she's the baby. Now that everybody's kind of busy and they're kind of doing their own thing, she's like, wait a minute, what about me? I was the center of everyone's attention. What's going on? And so she's feeling kind of left out, not just in school and all of that, but just in general. And she kind of needs to get over this, because it's not going to be like that when she moves out of the house in like 5 years or whatever. It's not going to be like that. Right.
Exactly.
So we need to have some talks with her that, of course, everyone loves you. Of course, we adore you. And that she needs to feel fulfilled, even if someone's not next to her, hugging her, kissing her, telling her she's gorgeous or whatever it is that she's kind of used to.
Okay, that sounds great. We also have like this spiritual connection from the past where she came to me once, and her energy is really huge, and I said, I can't really work with you right now. You can come back at another time. And so she kind of came back with a vengeance. And so I'm thinking also there may be some anger there, like you rejected.
I don't think so. Souls are not like that. Like souls actually know when someone's going to be pregnant or maintain a pregnancy. They know when someone's going to stay married or get divorced. They know when people are going to move. Like the earth is not that hard to read. We're kind of a low vibrational planet. So souls actually are really, really intelligent. They don't hold grudges. They have a full awareness of, when they're going to be able to go into a body and fully develop and be born. They're really aware. So try not to bring that into the conversation.
Okay, I appreciate that so much, because I think I've been holding. I think you have. Do too much. I'm learning to love myself. I didn't realize that I wasn't showing myself love, and just like in this 30-year relationship, 5 children, homeschooling, and just gave so much. I depleted myself. Yeah. And now I'm just like, forget all of y'all, because I got to take care of myself.
Yeah, I know. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you, and I want you to start saying to yourself out loud, what if I'm a wonderful mother? what if I'm a wonderful mother? Because your daughter does feed on your insecurities. She's intelligent and she's a little manipulative and intuitive. And so I just have to energetically kick mom a little bit here and she's going to cave. You know?
Wow, you read it right on point. And
Yes.
that's kind of why I'm concerned, like what's going on with my body, because I have like some stuff going on in my body too, and I just don't know exactly what chakras might be blocked or energetic.
All
And
your chakras look gorgeous. You're taking in tons of energy. So I'm not worried about your body at all, but I do think you need to start saying to yourself forever, what if I'm a wonderful mother? And then once you get to that strong feeling, like you start to believe it, then you can turn it into an affirmation. I'm a wonderful mother. But until you really believe it and that's solidified in your body, use the what if question.
yes, I love that. I've been feeling like a crappy mom, but I know I'm
You're not.
Yeah,
You're
so
too nice. You're too nice.
thank you so much.
You're
I'm going to call another time for
welcome.
my other issues, but this really helped me so much.
Sure. Have a beautiful day in Atlanta.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Marie, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. And we will take our second and last break of the hour, and we'll be right back with more from Marie.
Great.
So, perception is everything. Join Marie for a brand new 12-week course and learn how the power of prolific healing can occur when you witness all things through the lens of spiritual perception. The class will kick off January 18th. So visit the online courses tab at energyintuitive.com for more information and to secure your spot. Because it's all about healing through altered perceptions.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Alternative Talk 1150. We're on your radio at 1150 a.m. We're on your HD radio at 98.9 Channel 3.
So many ways to listen.
We're on the web at 1150kknw.com, streaming live audio and video as well as MP3 archives of many of our shows.
So many ways to listen.
And now, we're on your smartphone or tablet. Download our free app in the Apple App Store or Google Play and take Alternative Talk 1150 anywhere you go.
So many ways to listen.
Hello, I'm super excited to be teaching my very first 8-week course all about your spirit guides, titled Come Meet Your Spirit Guides. It will be a fabulous, fun-filled 8-week course of delight through which we will encounter your devoted guides. Unlike my small coaching classes, this is brand new. We will have a much larger class open to many students and available for a much lower fee. Students will have access to a magical learning page that will include a welcome video, access to the course workbook, weekly course recordings and greetings, as well as some more magic or bonus type content. This class will kick off on February 6th. Visit the online courses tab of energyintuitive.com for more information and to secure your spot. I can't wait for you to meet your spirit guides.
Make it a great day. Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are live, and our live radio show turns into a podcast afterwards. And you can go to Podbeam, I think I said that correctly, .com. Thank you, Benny, where all of our podcasts are located. We have hundreds of them. I've interviewed many, many people over the years, from Mike Dooley to Chrissy Northrup, Deepak Chopra, recently Jonathan Robinson. That was a really fun interview. All kinds of wonderful people I've interviewed. And of course, I've answered calls from callers around the country and sometimes internationally for many, many years. So you could get your energy elevated by listening to some of our past shows, and they're all there for you to listen anytime you wish.
It's always a trip to have people call in from outside the country, especially like in
It
Italy, which you visited recently.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I've been to Greece recently.
Oh, that too.
But
That too.
I've been to Italy in the
Yes.
past. I want to go back. Yes, Spain, which I've also been to, Australia, New Zealand. We've gotten phone calls from Asia. You know, it's just been amazing.
Do you have
I
a
mean,
map at
Africa.
home? Do you have a map at home that like?
I don't, but Podbean does show you where people are listening.
Cool. See?
Yeah, and how many, you know, like
There you go.
I think in the Arab nations, it's not a ton of people, but it will tell you exactly what nation they're in, where they're listening from. It's really cool.
Sweet.
I know, it's really fun.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take now Ursula calling in from the Virginia area. Hi, Ursula.
Hi. Thank you so much for taking my call. Always so excited to talk to you guys and feel so privileged.
Oh, of course.
Marie,
Thank you, Ursula. Thank you. What can I do for you?
would you mind reading my energy and maybe give me some tips in regarding to what is my highest good in regards for my life's work? I feel like I'm getting in my own way, and so much is happening that is beautiful and expansive, but then I also feel my own resistance. And I'm following many of your tips daily. I am a practitioner of what you teach. I could use some help.
Yay. So how are you at speaking your truth? Because out of all of your chakras, that's the only one that's leaking energy. And it's leaking on both sides. So it's a significant amount of leaking going on. So how are you at speaking your truth?
Yeah. So, when the thing that I think of right away of where what this indicates is probably in my personal relationship.
Oh,
with my
like
husband.
You can't say how you feel, you mean, or
Well,
you don't feel comfortable
we've gone through a really huge transition where I had a chronic illness for 9 years, and so our whole family kind of had a certain kind of way of working. And now I am well and vibrant, and so lots of shifting has happened, right? And so the ways that the kind of patterns that we had set up to have our family life work no longer work for me. So I feel like I am asking for and speaking my truth, but I'm thinking so in lots of ways I am, but I think if I'm holding back anywhere, it's probably there because I have some disappointment with how we relate. And I wish it was, more level playing ground as far as emotional abilities. And it's just not. So
it's not a great match, actually. It's not a great match. And I mean, no disrespect to your husband. I'm sure he's a lovely person. I'm sure he is.
He is.
But he kind of liked you sick. He liked the flow. Not that he wished you any ill health, by the way.
Yeah, I get that. I get it.
He liked being in charge. He liked being in control. He liked that there was always someone home. He kind of likes the traditional kind of look of family. Where women are pregnant and breastfeeding, cooking porridge on the stove. He likes it. He likes that traditional.
Right. It was comforting. It
It is. And there's nothing wrong with that traditional, but you don't like it. Like not anymore anyway.
No,
You're
I
like,
don't.
Are we ordering pizza
or
somebody else making spaghetti tonight? Because I'm not cooking. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And so like last night, I was working late and he made dinner. Set up that way. And I love it. I love that people are participating more.
So I just want you to know, because in your mind, you're like, oh, he's going to get over this soon and he's going to be fine, which is a possibility. But I think he's going to have to do inner work. He has to change his perception of women. And he has an old school, traditional perception of women.
I've asked him to go to therapy, a specific person who I think he would love. I'm hoping that there is shift and change because I'm really not very happy with that.
So here's my recommendation, because I would love for him to go to therapy too, but if he doesn't want to go, even if he went, not a lot's going to happen. People have to want to change. They have to want to be vulnerable and learn things about themselves. So keep that in mind. But here's what I'm recommending, and I think you're going to do it anyway. Don't stop your growth. Don't hesitate your expansion. Just keep it going, regardless if he is on board or not, because that could help him to change. But most importantly, it's going to help you to continue changing. You're starting to figure out who you are.
Right.
And it's exciting. And we don't want to stop that. It's not good for your children for you to stop and go back into old traditional roles. So even though he's not happy, don't let that stop you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm going to say. And I love your comment, but here's what I'm going to say. Sometimes some relations don't last a lifetime. We live so long these days. We just do. And I'm not telling you that as a 100% prediction. A little bit. I just want you to be open to whatever you feel is in your best interest regarding your love life. I want you to follow that, whatever that is, and don't hold yourself back. Of course, I wish everyone to have beautiful love matches and stay in those relationships for a lifetime if that's what they desire. Of course. But what I want more is for people to be happy and fulfilled and full of energy and excitement and living their best life. And sometimes that requires changing, relationships or status. Does that make sense?
Right. Sure. Of course.
Okay. So just let go of everything. There's nothing you can do to change him. You're well. Mm-hmm. That's what everybody in the family wanted, but you're also different because when things happen in our lives, they're there to create change. So your illness forced you to change, and that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yippee. I agree with that.
Yeah. So just go have fun and stop trying to fix him. Please.
All righty.
Okay. Have a gorgeous day. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah. Thanks, Ursula, for joining us from Virginia. And Marie, I think we have time for one more, but did you have anything to add before we close up the show?
Well, just, spirit guides are very, very cool. They can help you. They're part of our whole universal connection to the divine. So when you can feel a connection, hear a connection, see a connection to your spirit guides, it can be enormously fun and interesting. So make sure you go visit my website and sign up to Come Meet Your Spirit Guide course, which will start in February.
Perfect. Not too far away. If you need the number, unfortunately, you can use it next week because we're wrapping up the show here. But here it is, 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. But before that, we'll take one more caller, and it'll be Cheryl calling from New York. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi. Thank you for squeezing me in.
Sure.
Of course, Cheryl.
I am calling for a mediumship reading.
Ooh, one of my favorites, by the way. Well, you have a lot of people on the other side. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it's a little crowded. You probably want a particular person, right?
Yeah.
Is it a male by chance?
Well, maybe.
You can say no if that's not the person you were like, I really want to talk to this person. You have a lot.
I would love to hear from my mother, but I also lost a cousin when I was really young. He was very young.
It is a younger person. It is a younger person who's standing out there. And most likely what's happening is a male. He's probably getting things ready for your mother to come through. So sometimes what happens, especially if someone died recently or they had a lot of challenges around their death, a person who's already departed, who's usually part of the family, will kind of step in and kind of open up the energy to help your mom come in. Because your mom misses everybody so much. She falls in a very small category of people who really, really miss Earth. Most people, when their energy crosses over, they could go, oh, whatever. This is 1,000 times better than being in a body, but not your mom. And I'm not saying she's not enjoying herself. I don't want you to think that. And she's crossed over, so she's on the other side, but she really misses everyone enormously. So I actually have some homework for you. And I rarely give homework to humans to help people on the other side. I mean, this is probably the second time in my 20 plus career that I've done that. I want you to constantly tell your mother that everything's okay and that it's okay for her to be happy. Do you think you could do that?
I can.
She's kissing you all over your face, and she's giving you a huge bouquet of very light roses, like super, super light pink, super, super white. Like they're really, really light colored. And it's huge. There's probably like 100 stems, long stemmed, beautiful, light colored roses. And she even has tears in her eyes. She misses you guys so much. Was your family super tight?
Yeah, well, everyone here, that she had a lot of family on the other side, so I know she was, missing all of them, but everyone here misses her so much now, and it's actually been a couple of years, but it's hard she was special, so it's hard for a lot of us.
I can tell you it's mutual. And this is rare. It's mutual that dead people miss their family so much, because she can see you and hug you and kiss you and love you and see what's going on in your life, but she misses you so much. So I want you to start to say to yourself, what if I can be happy even though my mom is living in the 5th dimension? I want you to start saying that to yourself. It's going to change your energy, and then your mother's going to read your energy differently. And I think that's going to help her. And I always tell my students, dead people don't need help, but in this case, your mom needs a little assistant, and really everyone does. So maybe if everyone could just say, what if I'm okay even though mom's gone, even though she's on the other side? And now I have to go. Benny's giving me all the signs, so I have to go. Thank you, Cheryl, for calling in. Your mother adores you. Everybody have a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful day. Joyful blessings, and bye-bye for now.